She's in the corner. She's not even eating a piece of Gouda, but those beady little eyes of that rat and the tail. This rat, but Gina has now, call us Gina girl. Gina has now discovered that the rat that scurries, that her good friend Emily, Counselor Simpson, has changed for the worse since she's spending so much time with a rat. And the question really is, who is the bigger bitch? Well, Gina girl. The bigger bitch is the rat. It's the rat that scurries. She has no soul. And Emily is slipping up there, becoming friends with this girl. Are you jealous though, Gina? Are you jealous? Again, I've said this before. I can admit when I'm wrong. I think I've been too hard over the seasons on Emily and Gina. They are still here. They are still standing. Yeah, I think I've been too. And by the way, I'm all over the place today. Does anyone else feel that this Heather calling the paparazzi at herself? Heather says, I've never called the paparazzi on myself. To me, I mean, I know this is crazy, but well, not that crazy. My mind goes to Vanderpump, our friend Vanderpump, Queen Vanderpump, LVP, when we had all these things that she sells stories to the Daily Mail or Radar Online, whatever it was. And she said many, many times, I have never sold a story in my life. I feel like we're into semantics, like you're not selling a story, you're giving a story away. You've never been paid, right? You're just calling them and giving them a story. So you have never sold a story, but you give stories away and you are working with the media. I feel like when Heather says, I've never called the paparazzi a day in my life, I believe that. I think that her assistant calls the paparazzi, or I don't think Dr. Dubrow does it, but maybe Dr. Dubrow's assistant. So semantics. I feel this is very reminiscent of LVP saying she doesn't sell stories. You don't. You give them away. And Heather saying she doesn't call the paparazzi. You don't. You have someone on your huge, huge team. I can't even imagine how many people Heather employs. You have one of them do it, right? So I'm liking Katie. I'm still liking Katie. I love this. This to me is classic Housewives. This is why we tuned in. The whole story is, well, not the whole story, but a main story is whether Heather calls the paparazzi at herself. Gina comes out with a brilliant, Heather is just fucking sensitive. She is sensitive, this fancy pants Dubrow. I mean, sometimes, and I love her dearly, but sometimes I feel that Fancy Pants should fly east. And if she's in the mood, Marge, the Sarge. Do you guys know my friend, the Sarge? The Sarge, otherwise known as Margaret Josephs, should cross the river. And these two should go out because I do feel, I don't know if Heather's so sensitive. I just think it's her way or the highway. The difference between her and the Sarge is several $1 million, tens of millions of dollars. And that is why Heather can, have things her way. And the Sarge, she just, I don't know what's going on with the Sarge these days. We got to talk. The Sarge just did an interview we got to talk about. Anyway, in other RHOC news, Johnny J makes his debut. He is on FaceTime with Jesus Jugs. And welcome, Johnny J. Alexis is just, does anyone out there like Alexis? She's not winning any points. She really is looking obsessed with Shannon. She really is. I mean, yes, she bought an Archie wannabe. Listen, ain't no one but Archie Bador. There's no second dog. It's Archie Bador. I don't know. I don't think Archie's my favorite Bravo dog. But I'm trying to think who would be my favorite Bravo dog. I know. No, not Jiggy. Jiggy never did it for me. Jiggy was too overrated. We had Grandma Wrinkles from Dina. Please don't even say Coco Singer or Marley Morgan. Wasn't that Sonia's dog? I don't know who my favorite dog was. I really don't know. Maybe I'll have to give it to Archie by default, but I feel like there are so many dogs. Lucy Apple Juice. There's so many dogs that I am forgetting. Oh, you know who probably is my favorite dog? Tiago. I like Tiago. Jane Girardi. Does Tiago, I think, did she change Tiago's last name when she walked away from Tom? I like Tiago because he's in my thought process when Tom told Erica everything he was doing. Oh God, but I really don't think she knew all that much. Anyway, really lost in the weeds. That's because my coffee hasn't kicked in. But Johnny J makes an appearance. He's on FaceTime. Alexis lets us know that they have enough sex and they don't need to have phone sex. TMI, girl. TMI. She ain't winning any points with anyone, Alexis. I used to really like Alexis. I was so excited she came back. She, I feel, will do anything for Orange. She is owning her villain era. She doesn't really care. I do like the fact that she is in love and it's just her and her man. I mean, she's on cloud nine. And I will have to say, I feel I feel there are certain things in life which change you, and they change you, I feel, normally for the better. And I think if you really do introspective inner work, I feel losing a parent, she lost her mother like right before she filmed this. I think her mother had Alzheimer's, I think, but don't quote me on that. But because I know people and I feel that sometimes, like when you lose someone really close to you, it does help you see life clearer. And the most important thing I feel in life, not to sound like a broken record, is not to give a fuck what anyone thinks about you and you live life for yourself. So I do find some solace in I enjoy that Alexis just doesn't care. And it's not even like a backhanded shade. I really think she's like, I'm fucking in love with this guy. I don't give a shit if he dated Shannon. I don't give a shit about all of you. And I really don't look it. However, it started. I think Alexis really is in love. I hope John is in love. He's smiling on that FaceTime girl. You see how much that guy smiled? Ooh, never seen him smile like that. But doesn't really mean we like her, but I like that she just doesn't care. And she's like, I'm in love with a guy. I don't care. I'll stick up for him. I mean, wouldn't you want the person that is like the love of your life to stick up for you no matter what? I mean, I don't know what she's supposed to do. So it doesn't bother me, all of this intensity. Uh, intensity. It just doesn't really bother me that she's so pro Johnny J and her and she doesn't give a fuck and she's going to expose all the receipts. Oh, I do find it interesting that she tells us that Johnny J has videos of Shannon